Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Is everybody getting ready for the holiday? Not sure how many of you guys are getting Christmas presents or whatnot, Hanukkah presents, or whatever it is you would enjoy celebrating. I feel like there's a lot more preparation involved when you have kids. I don't know. Okay. So let's begin. Today we're talking about appraisal. It's also known as valuation and market analysis. It's all the same thing. No, Shirley, I'm visiting Seattle next week. That's when I'm visiting Seattle. Okay, so here we go. So who could tell me the four central elements of value? Congrats, Nicole. Good job. Who here could tell me the four central elements of value? The four essential elements of value. Scarcity, demand, transferability, utility. Excellent job, Lori. Lori's first on the board this morning. Okay, you guys remember the acronym STUD or DUST? So Belkis, that is for a contract. That's not for a value. Okay, so scarcity, transferability, utility, and demand. All right, great job, everybody. Let's look at this question on the board. What is a fee appraiser? A, an appraiser who works for a lending institution. B, a certified appraiser who works on a salary. C, independent appraiser who, oh, excuse me, guys. Apologize. An independent appraiser who works on a fee basis. Or D, an appraiser that works for a federally insured lender. Good. Independent appraiser who works on a fee basis. When property values increase due to the increase in population, it would be considered to be A, plottage, B, leverage, C, highest and best use, D, an unearned increment. So, Lori, what you got to do is go to your settings and change it to 720 HD. So you go to the settings, which is on the bottom right-hand side of the window where you're looking at this webinar. Click on the gearbox and change it to 720 HD. And that'll help. Yay. And the answer is D. The unit of comparison when using the market data approach to appraise a single-family residence is the A, square foot, B, capitalization rate, C, entire property, or D, cubic foot. You're welcome, Lori. Okay, here we go. C. What are the main appraisal methods you need to know for your exam? What are the main appraisal methods you need to know for your exam? Obviously, this is not the appraisal exam, so it doesn't go in that much detail, but there's some basic ones you need to know for your exam. Do you guys know what they are? Okay, Lori says cost, income, and market. Great job. So you got the replace approach, the capitalization income approach, and the market data approach. Okay. Gross rent multiplier is kind of like similar to the income approach. It's just a simplified version of it. But the big ones are cost replacement approach, capitalization income approach, and market data approach. Who could tell me everything they know about the cost replacement approach? What's the cost replacement approach? So what is the cost replacement approach? How much would it cost to replace it brand new? Good job, Neri. Excellent. What is the capitalization income approach? What is the capitalization income approach? Okay, it turns income into value. Turns income into value. Okay. And what is the market data approach? What is the market data approach? Okay, it's comparing properties of like kind. Comparing properties of like kind. Which approach would you use for a library? Which approach would you use for a library? What do you guys think? Cost approach. Which approach would you use for a shopping center? Which approach would you use for a shopping center? Income approach. Good. Which approach would you use for a police station? Which approach would you use for a police station? Hmm. So our Mac, I see your note. That would be more the connection that you have on your side. Because if it was on our side, nobody would be able to see it. When I have a problem on my end, it results in nobody being able to see it. So you might want to check your Wi-Fi connection. Okay, so please review cost. Which approach would you use for your house? Which approach would you use for your house? Market data approach. Excellent. Okay, yeah. So just for everybody moving forward with these webinars, if you can't see the webinar, and the way you know if it's a problem on your end or on my end is if it's on my end, everybody's going to see the same issue because I'm leading the webinar. If you're the only one having the issue, then it's a problem on your end, of which you could troubleshoot and maybe ask people if they have any similar issues. Which approach to value would be given most consideration in an appraisal of a restaurant? A, summation, B, market data, C, cost, or D, income? Oh, good. Refreshed. Excellent. Okay, this is what we just went over. Good. Okay, on another note, this evening I'm doing a webinar on how to use Facebook events. Okay, so if you like the one I did last week on groups, then I recommend you attend tonight on events. I'm doing this evening at 6 o'clock Pacific time. That would be 9 o'clock East Coast time. So I'm doing it in the evening. And that's through the Agent School channel. It's not on this channel. It'll be on the Agent School YouTube channel. Just type in Agent School, one word, and you'll see it there. And it's also in the email Arthur sent. Which of the following can be achieved by dividing the price of the property by the rent that is produced? A, capitalization rate. B, the economic value. C, gross rent multiplier. Or D, interest rate. Gross rent multiplier. Okay, so how do you figure out the gross rent multiplier? What do you guys think? How do you figure out the gross rent multiplier? All right, just price divided by rent. Price divided by rent. Excellent. If an appraiser examines a building that is 25 years old, but because superior upkeep has a condition of an 11-year-old building, the appraiser may use the 11-year-old age as the A, physical age, B, effective age, C, numerical age, or D, actual age. The answer is B, effective age. Economic obsolescence is a cause of depreciation that can occur because of A, factors extraneous to the property, B, an out of date heating system, C, poor design of the property, or D, wear and tear of the property. A. Factors strangers to the property. There are three forms of depreciation. What are they? There are three forms of depreciation. What are they? What do you guys think they are? What are the three forms of depreciation? Okay, I see physical, economic, and functional. So Jillian wrote physical, economic, and functional. Which of those three is not a form of obsolescence? Which of those three is not a form of obsolescence? So physical, functional, and economic. Which of those three is not a form of obsolescence? Physical, because it's physical deterioration. Good. If there is a one-bedroom house, okay, I said that wrong. If there's a four-bedroom house with one bathroom, what kind of depreciation would that be? If there's a four-bedroom house with one bathroom, what kind of depreciation would that be? Functional. Good. A change in flight patterns that cause a loss in the property value would be an example of physical deterioration, economic obsolescence, functional obsolescence, or aviation obsolescence. B, economic obsolescence. Good. Which of the following would be an example of economic obsolescence? A, oversupply of like properties. B, out of date design of the rooms. C, leaky roof. Or D, an old heating system. That is true, Anne. There's no such thing as aviation obsolescence. I hope nobody would circle that. Okay, A, oversupply of like properties. Apartment houses in an area swelling for $100,000, and a buyer offered $100,000 for an apartment building. The buyer is operating on the principle of A, increased returns, B, substitution, C, conformity, or D, highest and best use. B, substitution. When an appraiser uses the phrase effective age, he is referring to A, the number of years during which the property will yield a worthwhile return on the investment made. B, the investment of total life on an improvement. C, the number of years since the improvements were made. D, the age of the property based upon its condition. Oh, Russell, congratulations. Russell said, Joe, I just wanted to say I passed my exam first try yesterday thanks to PrepAgent. That's great news, Russell. Everybody say congrats to Russell. Good job, Russell. If you got any tips to share with the group, please do. If you have any words of wisdom. Good question, Lori. What state? Okay, here we go. Next question. Oh, California. All right. When an appraiser uses the phrase effective age, he is referring to A, the number of years during which the property will yield a worthwhile return on the investment made. B, the estimate total life of an improvement. C, the number of years since the improvements were made. Or D, the age of the property based upon its condition. D. Oh, we just did this one? My bad, Deanna. Oops. Okay. In valuing a single family residence by the comparison approach, an appraiser would make an adjustment of A, the comparable properties, B, current properties being offered for sale, C, the subject property, or D, both comparable and the subject property. Okay. A, the comparable properties. Russell, what song did you play after you got in the car after you passed? Queen, We Are the Champions? Popular one for people after they pass. Okay, defined as a loss in value from any cause. Depreciation is generally divided into three categories. The loss of value due to the normal wear and tear on the property is called A, economic deterioration, B, physical deterioration, C, functional obsolescence, or D, external obsolescence. Talia says, can you make a video about physical, effective age, and actual age? Yes, I can, Talia. I'll make a note on that. I could do that for sure. It's a great suggestion. B, physical deterioration. If an appraiser were appraising a residence building in 1910, which of the following be used? A, original cost materials in 1910. B, cost of living index, which increased from 95 to 128. C, today's cost of reproduction less depreciation. Or C, cost of living index in 1910. And I'm not so familiar with settlement statements, so I probably will not be doing a video on that one. C, today's cost of reproduction. Which best describes why a buyer purchases a home using the market data approach? A, buyers based on how much income can be derived from the other party. B, buyers buy on an impulse. C, buyers buy after they compare the house to the others. Or D, buyers based on the current construction cost. Mhm. The Rose family owns a home in semi rural areas, which is about 5 years old. Recently announced plans for a new regional airport, place their home directly in the main runway, ending 1 mile before their own. If the airport is constructed, will this diminish the value of the Rose home? A, no, because the value would increase due to the location close to the airport. B, no, because noise from the aircraft passing overhead is not recognized as affecting property values. C, yes, because of functional obsolescence. Or D, yes, because of economic obsolescence. Okay. A real estate appraisal is limited to what period of time? A given date. B, until the next appraisal. C, for the financing period. Or D, a given year. A given date. An appraiser does not use proper methods in order to influence a federally related insured lender. May be guilty of A, violating the rules of the DRE. B, a misdemeanor. C, acting unethically. Or D, a felony. Okay, everybody, and the answer is D, a felony. Keyword, this is a federally related insured lender. The effectiveness of the market data approach for appraising would be limited most by which of the following: A, types of properties that are regularly sold; B, the differences in the comparable property; C, financing terms of the comparable property; or D, economic conditions that rapidly change. Which of the following basic economic characteristics is a best expression of why real estate is valued? A, the cost of replacement; B, nearness to the high rent areas; C, the maximum utilization of available resources; D, better prospects of speculative gain. Oh, C, the maximum utilization of available resources. Okay, which of the following is not a method of providing for depreciation? A, obsolescence; B, straight line; C, sum of 3 years digits; or D, sinking fund. A, obsolescence. Obsolescence is a cause for depreciation, not a method of calculating it. Good. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope to see you guys tonight when I do my webinar on Facebook events. So check for that. That's on the Agent School channel. Just type in Agent School and you go into YouTube. There, it looks like that, Agent School. Okay, just type it as one word. You'll see it there. It's also in the webinar Arthur sent out. And I'll see you guys then. See you tonight. Good luck, Neri. Have a great day, guys.